Welcome at the do's and don'ts of YouTube. It's so nice to be here, and I'm so excited to have Donna Ohana all the way originally from Israel and Yoke van Dam. And if you're here joining us live today, we want to know two questions. And please, can you type in the chat bar and we'll take those questions live. Do you have a YouTube channel? Can you tell us if you have a YouTube channel, or do you want to actually start one? Please put that in the chat bar.
And it doesn't matter, by the way, if you watch it like it's a replay, still put it in the comments because we will still respond even after. So just put it and let us know how many of you have a YouTube channel or how many of you would love to start one but not sure how to do it.
Amazing. Amazing. So I am so excited. I have Donna Ohana here. Her company's name is Big Consulting, and Donna is a marketing and social media expert. And for the last 12 years, she's been helping her clients with marketing, public relations, and social media. And she has a really active social media channel on YouTube. So excited to have you here, Donna.
Also excited to be here, but I'm also excited to be with you, Yoke van Dam, that you are also actually a speaker and a speaker coach that actually teach clients to win tender pitches and have confidence and develop public speaking for stage and video and webinars. And that's why I think it's going to be YouTube side from the marketing side of it, also how to build your confidence and put yourself out there the right way that can help you grow on a personal level, but also on a business level.
Amazing. Santi Korf, it's awesome to have you here. She's a wonderful photographer based in Pretoria, by the way, Donna. So she often speaks on personal branding from the photography side, and I've been using a lot of her photos in my marketing. Awesome to have you.
So maybe we can collaborate, and I would love if you can put your link to your YouTube channel in the comments. So if you have a YouTube channel, please put a link in the comments so we'll take a look at this, and we can subscribe to each other as well to help each other grow.
Amazing. So Donna, do you want to start with your first do of YouTube?
Yes. So as you understand, we're going to give you some do's and don'ts. So we're going to start now. So my first do, that it's a must, have a clear channel cover. And I think a lot of people sometimes miss that part out. So when you enter a YouTube channel, the cover up that you have, right, the same as you've got it on Facebook and in LinkedIn, it's an important one. It's a place for you to tell the people what the channel is about. What's going to be, on which day are you going to post, you're going to upload videos, what's going to be there, like everything you want to know needs to be there. It needs to be very clear, very just simple, not make it too complicated, but allow people to understand what the channel is about. But and as well, it's important to mention that your design needs to be in line with your brand identity, okay? Which is like your logo designs, your colors, your fonts, everything to be in one line. I would recommend to put a picture of yourself because you are the channel, you are the brand. So let people to get to know you. So that's a very important one.
Amazing. I love that. And I think what people really struggle with their channel design as well, Donna, is there's different sizes from mobile to desktop to even TV screens. So to make sure that that channel is actually looking perfect on all of the different platforms, even on tablet. Santi is saying that I have a very, very underdeveloped channel. That's fine, Santi. That's why you're here. So you're going to get some amazing tips, and we'll also talk about a masterclass that we'll be running in 2 weeks' time that can really help you even do a bit of an audit on your current channel.
And I'll say one more tip before you continue, that's the beauty in YouTube. Okay, so YouTube, the same as Facebook, you can even take old videos that you've done a while ago and uplift them and still bring them to life and still start to get views on older stuff. So there's always room to change. It's not like in Instagram that an old post is kind of dead, except you can share it in the story and bring it to life a bit, but just do it like this. So that's the right place for you now to learn more about this. And awesome, Rebecca. I would love to hear is it on clarity and simplicity? I see you're starting your soon yours. What's it going to be? Let us know what's the topic going to be about. I would love to hear.
Brilliant. So my first tip aligned to your having a clear YouTube channel is more to do as you as the speaker on the YouTube channel. I want you to do a quick brand exercise, and maybe you can just take a pen and paper and write this down for yourself. So the first thing is asking yourself, what do you want people to think, feel, and do after watching your video? So, what do you want them to think about? How do you want them to feel? And what do you want them to do? So, Donna is saying, if they're looking at that channel banner, what do they see about you immediately? It needs to be aligned to your corporate identity. In the same way you're dressed, the way you come across, the tone of voice, your camera presence, if you're actually looking into the lens of the camera, is all going to have an impact on how people feel when they're looking at you. Are you seen as an expert? So when you decide what they want to think of you, by brainstorming that, what are you a subject expert in that you could make a channel about? Is that then also portrayed on your channel art? And is that portrayed in every single video that you do? What you want them to think, feel, and do. And the do is going to come into the video with your call to action. Over to you, Donna.
And I can say that I really agree with you because, bottom line, people buy from people. And people buy from people they feel a certain type of connection with. And that's a place for you, to have like first impression. So they come to your channel, there's certain things that they're going to come and see. And if you're going to bring your personality out there, and it doesn't matter if you're a public person or even you're a depressing person, it doesn't matter. Bring your personality because for each and every one of us, there is a crowd that will want to follow. So not everyone will be like, amazing. You must be like, and that's okay. It's fine. For everyone, you've got your own crowd. So just be you. If you true to yourself, it's going to work for you very well. And I'm actually want to take it now to the other side. Okay. So something that people don't have and don't do. So, when you upload a video, so there's a video, but there's no thumbnail to that video. There's not something like a cover, an image that explains what the video is all about. But when people want to come and click on it, they're like, okay, others are actually more standing out and yours is kind of blending. So no one will want to click on it. And by no one clicking on it, it means that it's not an interesting YouTube video and YouTube won't promote you. So you really need to have something outstanding that, again, will still be in line with your brand identity and with what you're trying to, the look and feel that you're trying to create, but it needs to stand out. So there's different ways to do it by the title, by the image, the colors, there's different things, but you want to get this because when you're going to look at the analytics side, you want to have more than 5% percentage that of people that actually comes to you because they clicked on the thumbnail because it was something that was interested to them.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And I think we can probably all go back and change our thumbnails from previous videos as well. I actually recently did a rework of many of my thumbnails. I see that Santi has just put her YouTube channel there. I'll just put it there if anyone wants to go have a look at Santi Cove, the photographer's YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Santi.
And I would love to hear how many of you actually design a thumbnail for themselves. Like, do you have it? Are you using it? I would love to hear, or you never even heard about this before. You never even thought of doing it. So just let us know in the comments so we'll have a better understanding.
What was quite nice for me, if I can do a quick shout out to my brand strategist, Liz Borrow from Astoria Studio. She gave me Canva training and specifically on thumbnails so that I could have certain formats and edit it myself. So sometimes actually being smart about it, where you have a designer getting you some kind of template together that you can just edit and put things in there. So you don't have to start from scratch, and just making sure that you're following the design elements help a lot. Because a lot of us just don't have the knowledge, and you don't always have the budget to go to a designer every time to design every single thumbnail. So you need to find smart ways around it. So I wanted to get into my first don't.
Good.
So you were talking about the YouTube thumbnail. My first one is when people just wing it. I do a lot of presentation coaching. So when people actually have to go to events or helping people with their pitches for tenders and all of that. And when people don't plan for a meeting, and never mind a YouTube video, and you're just going to be mumbling around and you have no clear intent, goal, and structure, you're going to lose the people. So people are going to feel like, what is the value? You're just mumbling, you're repeating yourself. So even for today, the fact that we have a set out structure is going to give so much more value in this live. And I don't think you need to script out every single word of your YouTube video, but have a core structure, maybe have a few core bullet points, and a structure that I can share with you that works really well is problem, solution, benefit. What is your client really struggling with? How can you help them? What's the solution? What will their world look like once they have that solution? And what will be the benefit? So that's just an example of a structure. If you just map that out for your video, that will greatly help you to actually keep people engaged and to listen and get what you're saying, because people get distracted really quickly. So have a structure, don't wing it.
And I'll add to this that, it's very important, like, to find a way to do it in a way that will fit your needs and the way you do things. So, for example, Yoki can be the kind of person that needs everything to write it down and to read it like from a teleprompter. I'm the type, for example, of a person that I just need a bullet points. I just need to know like bottom lines, like what am I trying to reach, what am I trying to get, and I just go with the flow. And every person's got his own way to do it. So once you finding the right way for you, and sometimes can take time. So let's say if you're starting your YouTube channel now, or you just in the beginning, it will take you time maybe to find what's working for you and what's not. And you can see that from one video to another, there is an improvement. You're going to see a better flow in it.
Definitely. Definitely. So are you going to do another do, Donna?
Yes. So the next do is actually to reaching out to a specific niche. And I think that's something in general that, and it's so glad that you're designing your thumbnails now. That's awesome. We'll take a look at your channel after the live. And someone else, if you got YouTube channels, please put a link, write us what the channel is about. If, by the way, you've got us have questions, that's the place for you. If you agree or disagree with what we're saying, it's an open discussion. Feel free, tell us, chat with us. So the next one is to find a niche. And I think that's in general in marketing. We tend to reach out to a bigger target audience instead of niching our business. We're forgetting that on social media especially, you cannot speak to different type of audience. And sometimes we think that we're trying to reach a certain one, but we actually don't get that it's actually different niches. So if we cannot find something that comes in common, so it's not the right niche for us. And especially in the YouTube as well, you're trying to speak to a certain type of audience. You speak in a certain type of language. You're sharing certain tips that, are beneficial to certain type of people. Who are these people? Find your niche. And you can also, like, on the other side, that you say that basically you cannot be like everything to everyone. That's part of it, Find the right people that's relevant for you and that will come to you. Even myself, that I speak about marketing and social media and branding, everything around, that's my niche. I've got two, and for me, it's actually one niche, but it's divided to two different languages because I also have my Hebrew. But it's still, they have the same, kind of pain points, same issues. They are coming with a certain solution to a problem they both experience. And that's the thing. I can speak on other topics as well, but it's not necessarily something I need to put in my channel because then I'm confusing as well. So be like, if I'll go to what you said before, to have a very clear message, the very clear message needs to come in your thumbnail, in your cover, in your content, in everything you present to the outside, and it also needs to come to the niche. So really niche yourself. So think about who's your niche. And if you're not sure, I do have a questionnaire on how to define your target market. So you're more than welcome also to put your email address in the comments, and I'll send you the questionnaire to complete.
That would be amazing. I actually have a client that would really need that, Donna. So with your permission, I'll send it to him. So aligned to what you're saying about niching, my tip when it actually comes to developing the content, the message that you're going to be delivering on the channel, I do this in my 6-week presentation bootcamp. I get my clients to do an empathy map. And it comes from design thinking, where you do a deep dive, asking yourself exactly what you're saying. What is that specific audience? Who is this person? So let's say Santi the photographer was my audience, okay? I could say she's a female entrepreneur, and I could ask myself, what is Santi's dreams and desires? Potentially it's to get many more photography clients. Potentially it's to get repeat clients, or to be featured on top billing, or to really be noticed in the media, to get some of her photos sold at really high amounts, to get commissions. So that's maybe some of her dreams and desires. So keep on asking yourself, what is this person really wanting? What do they want to achieve? And through your channel and the wording that you use, can you become the vehicle to help them move in that direction? So I'll give you an example. Many years ago, I wanted to get into speaking, and I was at a Toastmasters club, and one of the ladies knew I'd been doing Toastmasters for many, many years, and I was wanting to get into speaking and training. And she said to me, do you know what, Yoko? We know your ultimate goal is you want to quit corporate, you want to have your own business, you want to be on stage. At our club, we're only advanced, and we're the stepping stone. We're going to give you all of the tools to facilitate, to speak. And she was right. It's exactly what they did. But I didn't even ask her how much it was. She knew my end goal. She spoke about that. And I immediately signed on without knowing how much it was going to be, because it was aligned to my goal. So if you can do a deep dive into your ideal audience, as Donna was saying, maybe with that target audience map of hers, and you could even send out questionnaires, find out their dreams and their desires, but also the things that's holding them back. So what's stopping them? What are the fires in their life? And if you do that deep dive, that will give you all of the content that you need. And some of it will be videos, but some of it could even be courses that people are willing to pay for, because it's real problems and real deep desires in their life. So do empathy map, get into the client's dreams and desires and their problems. And that will help you with all of your content.
And I'll add to what you're saying, okay? Defining the target market is super crucial for each and every business. Doesn't matter if you have your business for 10 years, for 20 years, it's something that you actually need to redo every few months. Because knowing your target market, and like you're saying, like learning even more and more about them will help you to understand, who you're trying to reach out to, where can you find them, on which social media platforms and other platforms. You're going to learn, what's the timing that you can actually post. Because, for example, if I'm trying to reach out to moms, I would not post on the afternoon, right? Between like 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. That's the time that we're with the kids, right? Families, dinner, stuff like this. So I don't want to waste good content as well. So the same as on YouTube channel and everything. Know as much as you can about your target market to help you. And that's why, if you guys want, as I'll see a few of you, I'll send you the questionnaire. It's free, so you can just do it and get a better understanding on where you are and learn as much as you can about them, because this is going to help you lots with your business. And also bear in mind that they are changing, okay? Maybe because your business have changed, or maybe because they have changed. And COVID, for example, is a great like example to show you how your target market changed for all of us, because the behavior has changed, okay? Most people start moving to the online. So because they've changed, now you need to make some changes in your business as well. So that's why it's super, super important. For
I'm
the
so excited, Donna. We have Yuri, the magic source here. Yuri, it's so awesome to have you. I just want to celebrate Yuri. I think he had 500,000 views on his YouTube channel. We are so proud of you, Yuri. Amazing. So any comments or input that you have to give us here would also be highly appreciated. Donna, I wanted to quickly give an example. I'm so sorry for jumping in there. You were saying COVID changed things. So last year, when COVID hit, it felt like the carpet was pulled underneath my feet. And I was like, okay, deep dive, do the empathy map, redo the target audience, because my clients used to be corporates, training groups of people. And guess what? The first thing they cut? Training budget. none of the companies wanted to do anything. And I was like, okay, let's quickly pivot, find another market that urgently needs to do things differently. Because I don't know if you were in South Africa last year when lockdown hit, hey?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were constrained to our homes for, I don't know, like 3 months or something crazy. And I then just decided to launch my bootcamp online. So I didn't even know Zoom. I had to very quickly learn Zoom. But when I did the deep dive of the empathy map, I realized the people that struggled the most at that time was actually the entrepreneurs that used to go see clients that had to now connect with people online and have attraction marketing versus having coffee with them. So I actually found a niche there of people that needed to do videos, that needed to have online meetings, run webinars. So pretty much the kind of people that we maybe have here today that have learned the skill in the meantime, but attraction marketing was what it was about. So if you don't redo your target audience every few months, you're actually missing out on opportunities.
It is. And Santi, I read what you said to get high-end professional clients who need branding photos for professional and business branding. And I'll ask you a question, okay? So just write to yourself, but why? Why do they want to do personal business branding? Okay. What's the reason behind it? Like, why is it, what's the pain? Okay. Where is it so for them? Where are they feeling that they need that this is the solution? So try to think about it from that side. And that's what the questionnaire will help you as well to guide you and have a better understanding of what they're going through. Because professional branding business, like, everyone needs it. Everyone who's got a business needs it. But why them? Okay, what's specific in them? And that's the part of the niche that we were talking about. And if I'll move from here to the next topic, and again, for those of you joining us now or in the middle, just let us know. Feel free to ask questions. Let us know if you got a channel, and if you do, put it the link in the comments. And if you don't, are you looking to start one? So that's gonna help you. And the next one, that it's a big no-no, that a lot of people don't have a trailer. Okay, so that's a video that presents people what the channel is about. Some actually businesses take like one of the top videos and put it there as a trailer. For me, I less like it because I don't think it's really explain people what the channel is about and who you are. So for example, in my trailer that I've done a while ago, I've actually put like, I'm telling people what the channel is about, but I'm also sharing something personal. Okay, I'm sharing that I do yoga, because yoga for me helps me with my business. It really made my mind clear on certain things. So I'm mixing between who am I as a person, and that's my vibe. And that's okay for some people to watch and say, oh my God, she talks too much, or I don't feel a connection or whatsoever. And that's okay. And some people, oh my God, I love her vibe. I've got all of them. And that's the nice thing. You want to bring the right people to your channel. You want to have the people that connect to you, that whatever way you find to present your videos, they would feel connected with. And that's okay, like we all have our ways to do. So put a trailer, get people to know what the channel is about. So if I'm, for those of you maybe just joining now, if I'll look at like, the do and don'ts that we spoke about now, from that side, you have a clear cover, what's the message, what's the channel is about, have a trailer, have a clear thumbnail, allow people to make their life easy. Think about it from that side. There's so much information out there, lots of content, lots of images on Instagram, on YouTube, on everything. If you're not going to stand out and make their life easy, like feed them like you do to the kids, like with a spoon, like this to their mouth, they're going to disappear. They're going to go to the place that it's easy, that it's accessible, and it's very clear what it's all about. And that's something very important. And that's the tips, by the way, in general, to all social media platforms, to all your marketing. Make things very clear. Make it very accessible. And I see there's lots of
Brilliant.
comments while I was chatting.
Brilliant. So you're talking about do not have a trailer. So if you're putting your trailer together, again, remember what we said. Make it about potentially what are the dreams and desires of the client. So remember, Santi, what Donna was saying. Why do they need personal brand photos? Do they have certain dreams and desires, or do they have certain problems? Can your channel either discuss the problems, the pain points, or can it actually discuss those dreams and desires? So what I recently did, what I'm at the moment using as a trailer, and I'll just give you an example. I'm part of a coaching app called Sturkler for coaches, and they were doing the session with us over Zoom, and they said they're going to make a trailer video of us, and we had to put a structure together from the coaching side. And I put on my makeup, my outfit, I had my lighting ready, and we did this video. And they still haven't aired this video. But then I decided, hey, I've already scripted it out, or like you said, Donna, put a few bullet points. These are going to be the main things. Let me just shoot a few videos. So I just sat down. I already look gorgeous. And I shot the video, and then I shared a little story on LinkedIn to say I was asked for a coaching app to make a video, but I thought it might be of interest to you too. Do you know how many comments I had just of people saying, wow, now we know what you do. Now we can actually refer clients to you. So if people don't know what you're about and they don't know what value they can get for your channel and even the services that you offer for your business, how are you going to get it? So another example I am part of
I'll
is
agree for a second. Just remember that, like the way you said it, add it to your website, promote it on the different social media platforms you got. Use it as a way to announce people that that's what you do. And it doesn't need to be super professional. If you look at me, I've done it. Back then, I tried to dye my roots, but no one told me that the type of color I've chose, it's not from my type of hair. So I became very redhead. So I've literally done it even with this. And I'm actually using my phone, which look like whatever. I didn't care. That's me. I've done. That's what I felt at the moment. So go to a trailer and share it wherever you can, and use it as something that you can tell other people, announce them. What's your business about? And say YouTube will be about workplace engagement, and yeah, I will share my personal story. Awesome idea about the trailer. I'm glad. And you guys, like,
amazing.
there's so many tips to come for you guys here. And I want to tell you that we also planning a masterclass in 2 weeks' time that we're going to allow you guys to actually share your YouTube channels and get a feedback from the two of us. And I see there's a question on how long should the trailer be? Not more than a minute, two at the top. Like, people, it needs to be very easy, very like fast, like very clear, like what's the thing is about. And I see there's another comment. I even think it should not be too sleek at all, right? It's harder to keep up if it's not completely you. And that's exactly what we said. You need to be you, okay? If you're being authentic, that's what's going to work for you. And that's okay. That's why we spoke about the niching. You cannot be everything to everyone. And that's okay if people won't like you. And it's okay if people won't like your work. You want to bring the right people. And I'll give it like this. So think about from the side that if you have, for example, if you're trying to reach out to a wider target market, right? So let's say I'm trying to reach out to 1 million people. But if I'm not really niching myself, I'm going to win 1, 5, 10. But if I'm going to reach out for, like, let's say 1,000 people, so I really niche myself, I can actually get to win at least like 500 of them. There's a difference between the 500 to the 5 or 10 that you're going to do if you're trying to reach out. So if you're very clear to yourself, you're going to be very clear to others, and you're going to attract the right people. And that's what we're trying to tell you with the do's and don'ts on what people are missing out and what people needs to do from the side to help yourself to be very clear with your channel so you can see the growth. And don't chase after the quick grow. Social media, there's no magic. Rome wasn't built in a day, and so is your business, so is your brand, so is your channels. Okay, the people that are trying to chase after the quick wins, it's not going to work. You want to bring the right people that you can actually convert them from subscribers, from followers to actual paying clients. So always bear that in mind.
Donna, can we go for another 5 to 10 minutes? Because we have, if you guys need to go, you can go, but we still have a bit of content to get through. So do you want to quickly tell them about the tags in your don'ts?
Yes. So I'm going to link I'm going to do quickly a do and don'ts together. So one of them is that the good thing to do is to link between your title, your description, and your tags. All of them need to be in line. And that's from the other one side, the don'ts, that people forget to put the tags in. Okay, to just upload a video, give it a title, maybe write something short in the description and let it go. No, the tags, it's the same as the hashtags, it's the same as you do an SEO for your website. It will allow people and YouTube to link it together and allow people to know what's the content is about, what's the video is about. So there's a very clear system, and we're going to try to touch it more in the masterclass maybe on how you can actually link them. But that's what's going to help you to increase your exposure. And for example, if I look at my channel, when I look at the analytics, I know that most of the people who come to watch my videos, even while I'm asleep, they're coming from Google search and from YouTube search. So even in the last like 3 months, I had some stuff on my personal life that I wasn't really on a mindset to make new videos to my channel. And that's okay because I got the channel to work for me. I got YouTube and Google search to work for me. So even during that time, I was still accumulating more views and I was still growing my channel. And that's what you're trying to reach out to. And that's why it's important to have tags and to link between the text to the description to the title.
Brilliant. So I want to quickly give my do and don't. So my do is have a very clear central message. So if you're deciding what your message is going to be for a video, can you decide between 3 to 8 words maximum? Can you try to repeat that message often and make sure that you convey passion and use different tones of voice to convey it so people can very clearly see that you have a clear message? So in my little spiel that I did just now, my message was clear message. And I indicated that of my voice. So what you don't want to do is don't use the word I when you're speaking. Don't use the word we or the audience. Speak about you. So if I use the word you, I'm speaking to you, to 1 or 1,000. It's as if I'm speaking into your heart and there's a 999 others listening in to the conversation. So if I say to you, what are you struggling with at the moment? What do you want to get right with your clear message? What is your dreams and desires for your YouTube channel versus what do you guys want? What do typical audiences want? Do the people listening here today think this? Can you hear the difference? If I just use the word you, I'm speaking to every single one of you into your own mind and heart. Over to you, Donna.
You're creating a personal touch, and that's the thing. That's why we're asking you what's worked for you and what's not. Where you feel what you are with your channel. And by the way, my channel is a big consulting. I cannot actually put a link here, but I'll try to do it after the live. But it is, and I'm not chasing after the numbers. I'm working, and you know what? I want to mention something. When you look at the YouTube channel, there's 2 ways to look at it. Are you a YouTuber, or are you using YouTube as part of your organic marketing? And I'll quickly touch it. So a YouTuber, it's a person that's the business, okay? That's what he does. All the time is on YouTube, working on YouTube, getting content on YouTube, getting new equipment. Like, it's a different type of word. But if you're using other social media platforms, you can use YouTube as part of your organic marketing, as part of a place for you, a platform to build relationships, to build trust, to gain people, and to build your own community. Okay? And that's the differences between them. So try to think on where you want to take your YouTube channel. I, for example, you take my YouTube channel. I'm not trying to be a YouTuber, that's my entire life. I am on all social media platforms. So it's going to be exhausting if I cannot just focus on one. But I use it as part of me building trust. That's what pushed me to make my first video. I hated the camera. It took me 2 weeks to convince myself to make my first video. I literally sat with lipstick on my face for 2 weeks. And every time I came to my computer and I said, okay, today I'm going to do it. And then I'm sitting. No, now it's going to happen today. It took me 2 weeks to do it. Okay. So don't be afraid. It takes time, but think about what's the purpose. Okay. What you're trying to gain from that YouTube channel. And again, you're half a YouTuber. What is the half? Explain. I would love to hear the way you see it. But it is, think about it from that side, okay? What the purpose of you having a YouTube channel, because that will help you with one of the do's, for example, that is to be consistent. Okay, always be consistent. Try to be consistent. The must is with your content, that's of course, but if you can also do with your timing, that will be perfect. Like have certain days, get people to wait for your content. I must admit, I'm consistent with my content, but I'm not consistent with my timing. But that's the problem when you are doing so many things on the same time. Um, but it is, I am trying to do my best on this, but I do recommend find the right things to do for yourself. And the next, not that people don't do, is that they link to this, is that they upload a video maybe once a month. I have multiple personalities.
One into the YouTube. That's amazing.
I love it. But really, like, don't upload a video once a month and forget about it, okay? If you haven't got your YouTube to work for you, uploading once a month or once in 2 months or even twice a month, not gonna help you grow your channel. Okay. I was working hard to get my channel to where it is now, that I can allow myself not to work hard sometimes on my channel, but I still cannot, neglect it. So you need to get to a place, and that's on every social media platform. If you can get the social media platform to work for you, your life's going to be easier, because it's not a matter of spending hours a day on your YouTube channel, on your Instagram, on your LinkedIn, or this. You need to work with the tactics, okay? Straight to the point. You need to work that you know exactly what you're going to get in each and every one of them, and how you can promote it, and how, because again, on YouTube, the first 48 hours are crucial, okay? So you need to work hard on promoting this. It's a long game, 3 to 5 years of hard work to start making some money. Again, it's
Brilliant.
depend on your channel and what you're trying to achieve from your channel. If you're chasing after
Please.
like the money, it's gonna take time. So don't do it because of this.
So my do and don't aligned to that is you were talking about timing. And what I've heard, but I would love to hear from Yuri as well, is try to not make your actual videos less than 5 minutes. They say the sweet spot is about 8 minutes and maximum around 15. So today we're actually doing a live stream, but I know that a lot of people won't watch the full thing, while others will. They actually say with audio, that's why podcasts are also good. You could even repurpose your video content, extract the audio, and do a separate podcast with that. So try to see what is your sweet spot in terms of looking at the analytics. When do people drop off? And see, do you actually have a clear, catchy opening to draw people in? Do you have a clear call to action and an end? And do you perhaps have three main points? So can you, for that video, not do more than three main points in that 5 to 15-minute video? Things to avoid, what people often get wrong, I see this on the presentation side, is they don't rehearse or they don't practice. So if you're going to do your trailer, try to make sure that your first 10 to 15 seconds is worked out and perfect, and you can try it up front. Maybe you could even record it on Zoom, play it back for yourself, look at your background, your style, what is your eyes doing? Are you looking comfortable on camera? If you look at people in the movie and film industry, they rehearse from 4 to 8 to 12 weeks at a time to get everything perfect before they go on film. If you're just going to wing it and you don't have a clear structure, and some things aren't well rehearsed, you're not going to cut it. So I'm not saying to you have to rehearse every single video that you do, but there's certain sections that are really important. Make sure that you get it perfect first time around.
I'll just add to the timing, because Yuri as well wrote it. It's not a matter of, there's not a winning formula for this, okay? You need to trial certain things in your channel, and then to look after the retention. So if you see that people are not staying longer in your channel, so make the videos shorter. And that's how you're going to learn. There's different things. And consistency in upload time is my challenge. And that's the thing, you need to find certain days that it's easier for you, that you've got more time. You can schedule upfront if you know that you're having problem with this. So there's different ways to do it. And it is important, But again, it's more of a must to have consistency in your content, and not in the time. And again, as I said, but I really would love to invite you guys to check out, the link is here as well, to the masterclass. If you have a YouTube channel, you can put the link, you can send us the link, and you're going to get feedback from the two of us. We can take a look at it together. We're also going to give each and every one of us some tips and more content to share, because also here there's a time limit, and there's so much more to learn. There's more to learn on the how to write a description, and how to choose the title, and how to use the tags, and how to look at the analytics. And really, there's so much to know about YouTube. But the moment you know everything that you need to know, and you can get it well, and you'll see. It's going to be nice that you go to sleep at night and you wake up in the morning and you see the views that are coming up. That feels good. And when you're starting to actually get clients out of it because they were watching your videos and they're like, oh my God, I've been following you for a while and I want to. And that's the thing, have a strong online presence. So think about it from that side. One little thing being, what is it? I always add, it's a lot of work, so you better enjoy it. I love doing it, spending my evenings and weekends creating cool stuff. And it's true, because you do you and you enjoy it, it comes out. Your personality comes out of it and people feel it. So really think about it from that side. And I think we gave you here lots of things to think about. We also don't want to overload you. We would love to hear in the comments, was it helpful for you? What are the takeaways you're going to take from this live? Who would love to join us to the masterclass in 2 weeks from now? And any type of feedback. And I would love to see your guys' channel so I can take a look. I can give you a subscribe. Feel free to come and ask us questions. If you were not feeling comfortable to ask here, even if you watch it after, you can send us a private message. We would love to hear and assist wherever we can. I'm volunteering, the two of us. You do?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, we would love to see the masterclass.
Yeah, so what I want to add about the masterclass, what you can learn there is you're going to be looking at confidence hacks. We're also going to be looking at how do you quickly put your message together. Donna's going to be looking at all of the back end reviewing. We're doing some hot seat coaching. So we're going to choose a few of the people that submit their channels and videos. And during the course, we're actually going to be giving feedback on the channel art, the tagging, the videos, the content, all of that. But every single person that has attended the masterclass will get written feedback within 4 days after the masterclass. And we have early birds available right now. So have a link at that below. But any questions that you're putting, Yuri is saying something quite funny. He said he's making a trailer with his cat, Baz. I've seen Baz many times, Yuri. I feel like I have a connection with Baz.
But you know what? Don't be afraid to do it. I was trying to make a video to a client of mine on how to do something with Reels on Instagram, and my dog was nagging me. So I made a video out of it in my Reels. So use it. I posted some videos and I haven't been consistent. I think my videos isn't good. I will have to delete them all. Don't delete them. No. Don't delete them. Okay, so not to delete your old videos. Keep them. That's the nice thing from a branding perspective. Allow people to see the improvement. If you go to my channel, I invite you to go and take a look at my first videos. My first one that I've done by myself, I felt like I was sitting like this on the couch. So what? That was me back then. I've evolved. My brand was evolving during the time. Don't delete it, because you never know. Maybe it's an interesting topic and people that are going to join now would love and enjoy it. Don't delete it, but work now on how you can get better, how you improve yourself. Yes, you were there. Thanks for the tip. I haven't posted yet.
I want to ask you guys, if there's one thing that you're taking away from today, would you mind just posting that in the chat for us? What is one thing that you want to go implement and do differently after watching this live today?
We would love to hear it in the comments, even if you watch it after, okay? We are still going to read it. We're still going to respond. If you have questions, that's your time now before we're closing out. So that's your place to ask questions, to share maybe your concerns or anything. And as I say, if you don't feel comfortable here and now to share, we can always do it like on a private note. for those of you who ask for the target market like questionnaire, I'll send you in the email address. I'll take a look at all of this after. And yeah, and we would love to see you. See, Yuri said that he needs to make a trailer. Awesome. Good, do it. I would love to watch it.
Yuri, Yuri, and everyone else, please post your YouTube channel links below so that we can go and look at them. I look at yours all the time, but just for everyone else's benefit. I think that would be amazing.
Yes, and
So
again,
Donna, what do you think is the most value people will get through that masterclass? Why? If your younger self had come to that class, what would that Donna have learned?
so I think you're going to learn how to get YouTube to start working for you just by small changes, okay? It's not going to be like, like a full course that, we have, but it's going to be something that can help you make some small changes in your channel that you can see some improvements. And that's going to be the best thing for you, because it is sometimes a lot of time the small changes that you need to do. I've never haven't had enough thought of a channel before. So maybe that's a great thing. Think about if it's going to help you with your business, to promote your business, and to help you with building your own community. And by the way, we would love to invite you to be more active on the Female Entrepreneur Collective Support Group on Facebook. We're going to add more content there. So share questions, stuff. We also have a Telegram group that we share free tips. So if you want to join, I can send you links after. And I see Santi wrote 2 things that she took from the why, the pain of the clients, which I love, and you instead of I. Love it. I love it, love it, love it.
So from my side, which you can take away for the masterclass, I'm just posting the female group for you there if you wanted to join that, is so many people struggle to actually just put their message together, and I give you clear structures and hacks to get there quicker. So I even recently had four people that attended my course in October last year got new jobs, and they were using the structures that I taught them on videos and presentations in the interviews. So if you actually have these structures in your back pocket, you can use it every single time as you're making videos. And not only in videos, even if you're going back to networking meetings, even if you are seeing clients, having structures to describe what you do will just make your message much more stickier. So Donna will be your video expert and YouTube behind the scenes, while I'm your presentation storytelling expert. And I think together you will get some great feedback on your channels and your videos. So Eloise, please don't delete those videos. Let us review them and see what you're already doing great and what could make it pop and stand out more. And maybe some of those ideas could be rehashed in another video. So let's rather see what you have. It's actually an asset of yours. Brilliant. Any last words from your side, Donna? I'm seeing that we almost...
So I just said, it's a great combination that we have here, okay? So it's actually going to give you the full package on how to get your YouTube channel. And in general, even if you don't have a YouTube channel, but you're doing lives on Instagram or lives on LinkedIn or lives on Facebook, or you're using for Reels on Instagram, it's the combination of the 2 of them that will make you look at things from a different perspective and how to build yourself eventually as a brand. Because that's the combination of the 2 of us. If we're telling you how to share your story, your brand story, from the presentation side to the actual side, and how to get it from the marketing side and get it like as a business. So we would love you to join us. We would love the feedback. And I see that lots of you have lots of takeaways from this. That's amazing. Again, if you have questions, feel free to contact us. We're really trying to give you like lots of tips in the short time. It was even supposed to be shorter, but there was like lots of activities here, which is amazing, and we love it. And thank you for each and every one of you. And I would take a look on all your YouTube channels and all your comments, and I will subscribe to all of you. And and that's the thing, help each other. Let's support each other. Let's help each other grow. And let's and be you. Eventually, just be you. That's the important part. And I see that That's the best technique of selling. If you
Definitely.
don't believe in the product, which is you, how can you expect someone else? And that's why I think Yoke can help you lots from the presentation, on that side of building that confidence, on like putting yourself out there and believing yourself. Of course, your peace and love and understanding. Where's the cat? I want to
It's
see a picture of the
awesome.
cat.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome to have such an interactive crowd, and I know that many people reach out to me, Donna, saying that they're busy training today and that they're going to watch the replay. We would love you to also send us your YouTube channels, and if you're keen to join us on the masterclass in 2 weeks' time, it's going to be run on the 13th of May, and we would love to have you there. So have a wonderful Thursday. Cheers,
And thank
everyone.
you for saying they were amazing. Thank you. And you learned a lot. Oh, we love it.
Wonderful. Goodbye.